Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Tessman from StampYourArtOut.com and welcome to another Facebook Live paper crafting class. We're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna create lots of cards and I'm gonna try to do it super fast because I'm using the Timeless Tidings kit and I'm gonna show you how to double the amount of cards that you can get from that kit. So just a couple things that I want to mention before we get started. I am so not good at reading comments. I loved having Julie here last week. She was standing behind me and making sure that any questions that came through or things like that were mentioned to me, because I am so bad at looking up at my little iPad thing right here and seeing those, especially when I dive into creating on my table. But please comment. Please leave a comment, ask questions, tell me where you're from. Hi, Brina and Diane. Tell me where you're from. Make me giggle. I love reading through the comments later on and seeing what you have to say. And know that your comments do get you entered into a prize drawing at the end. Hi, Kim. Hi, Kathy. Glad that you could join, you guys. So if you do comment or if you share the video and you mention that you shared the video, you will get entered into the prize drawing. Each person gets one chance to at the prizes. So you can comment several times, but just know that every comment just gets, every commenter gets entered once. And we are going to draw for prizes at the end. We're going to draw for a prize winner from this broadcast and one from last week. It's a little bit different. Last week I did announce that we're using a different program for that. So we will draw another winner from last week based on the comments that got collected since then. So you could watch it, you could see the video a little bit later and still get entered into that prize. So yay. Oh, this is so fun to see where you guys are from. Michigan and Tennessee. This is awesome. Thank you and happy Halloween to all of you. I did not wear a costume, but I have earrings that have little skulls on them. I don't know where I got these from. I don't know. Anyways, so I'm a little festive, but I'm showing Christmas stuff today and I'm excited. Okay, so remember that your comments enter for prizes. Remember to ask questions. I may not get to them until the end, but that's okay. We're going to start with measurements right now. I promise you that I read the comments afterwards, by the way. And anybody that has questions, I will answer those questions. Please know that I can't comment on all of your comments, but I do read them and love reading them. Okay, let's switch to the computer so that you can see the measurements. Now the measurements are a little bit different this time. So I do have all the supplies listed here, including the consumables that we're going to be cutting into, like the Whisper White cardstock. Sorry, here's the cardstock right here. The Neutrals cardstock, which could be all Very Vanilla or a combination of Very Vanilla and Whisper White. And then I've also listed the kit. But over here, I've taken those same supplies, the Neutrals cardstock and supplies in the kit, and mentioned how I cut them, okay? Hey, Oak Park, Minnesota. I got to figure out where that is. Thanks for telling me where you're from, Deborah. And Vicky's with us. Yay! And Kathleen, thank you. So take a screenshot of this if you'd like to, or visit my blog at StampYourArtOut.com. Make sure I have that up here. Visit my blog, and I will post the measurements and the photos of these projects on Saturday. But yes, so stop by later on. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and move to the table here. Let me get the camera set up. Okay, Timeless Tidings. It's a beautiful card kit. This is the stamp set that you buy separately to go along with it. So the benefit of buying the stamp set separately and not having an all-inclusive kit is that you can get several of these kits and not have to get stamp sets over and over and over again, right? So you buy the stamp set separately and then you can get like 2 or 3 or how many kits you want and make lots of fun Christmas cards. And these Christmas cards are gorgeous. You're going to love them. Thanks for saying hello, you guys. This is so fun to see everyone. So the project kit is Timeless Tidings as well. And this is the little pamphlet that you get with it, and it shows you how to make the cards. It gives you images, close-up images of each card with little numbered sections, and then there's a guide here on what those sections mean. It also tells you some supplies that you'll need in addition to the kit, and those things are the stamp set, some jet black stays-on ink pad, the snail adhesive, and some dimensionals. So those are the only extra supplies that you'd need if you wanted to make these cards as shown. And they're seriously gorgeous cards. Very pretty. And the envelopes. I mean, look at these envelopes. You get half of them are green lined and half of them are red lines on the inside. I love them. Love them, love them, love them. So let's move some of this stuff aside and let's take those pieces from the kit. And like this is the set of supplies that you would need to make this one here. Now there's also a couple other things like the little rhinestoney things and the gold foil stickers, okay? I'm going to move the envelopes off to the side, but just know that you have enough cards in each kit to make 20. I like to double the kit. And someone, I can't remember who it was, but someone posted a while back on my business page, can you show us how you would double this kit? And I've done it with past kits before. So I'm like, well, yeah, let's do that. So these are the equivalent pieces that you would need to make all of those cards. Does that make sense? So I separated them out. And what I'm going to do with these pieces is I'm going to cut and I'm going to alter, okay? So let's just take these 4 cards and save them till later. Hopefully you got a good glance at them. And we're going to start altering, okay? All right, let's grab our cardstock first, our base cardstock that we will need. And you can use all vanilla. I recommend the thick cardstock, the vanilla or the Whisper White, because it's going to be used as a card base and it's a little bit sturdier. So you're going to take your 8.5 by 11 cardstock. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. There we go. And for some reason it doesn't look as bright to me. I hope you guys are getting a bright enough view. Okay, so we're going to score down the middle. We're going to take our scoring blade and we're going to bring our cardstock, the 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and bring it to the 4 1/4 mark here because that's half of 8.5. And we're just going to press our scoring blade across the center. Then we're going to turn our cardstock this way and use our cutting blade, and we're going to slice it in half at 5.5 inches. And that will give us 2 card bases from 1 sheet. So that's why I mentioned 13 sheets of cardstock, okay? Because you can get 26 cards and you only need 25 in addition to all the other pieces in the kit. So if you like to have a combination of the white and the vanilla, like I'm going to be showing you, you could do white and vanilla. I recommend 2 whites and 3 vanillas for each set of cards within the kit. And then you'd multiply that by 5. Okay, so 5 times 5 is 25. Then, of course, you need envelopes. And each pack of Whisper White envelopes comes with 40. So you would just use a half a pack, and that's 20 of them, okay? All right. Okay, I think I have everything in order here. Now we need to adjust some of these pieces over here. Oh, and why am I using white and vanilla? Because a lot of the pieces in the kit come, if I can pick them up, come vanilla, but then the insides of the cards and some of the outside accent areas, like here, this is Whisper White, and so are all the insides of the cards, which you're going to see on some of my altered cards. So white and vanilla combined. All right, this piece we'll leave as is. The pieces, the cards that, the card bases that have these white lines on them, we're going to cut. Those white lines are guides. If you were to do the kit as is, they are guides for where you would put stickers. So we want to cut so that those lines disappear, and you can cut directly on them, or you can cut just before. Ooh, I lucked out on that. That's pretty good. I cut right on the line, but it doesn't matter. If you cut right before so that you make sure that those disappear, that's a safe way to go. Okay, so we have that done. And then we're going to cut this piece in half. Okay, so this piece is 5.5 inches long. So you're going to cut that at 2 3/4 inches, and you'll get 2 little sections that way. This piece you're going to score. So it has a line on it for a sticker. You can see that little V sticker right there. Good morning, Pamela from North Carolina. And we're going to score that at halfway through. So half of 5.5 again is 2 3/4 inches. So we're going to position that in our trimmer, and we're going to use our scoring blade, and we're going to press like that, okay? That's going to allow us to do a fun fold with this card. That's the only, well, a couple of them look like they're fun folds, but they're not. So we're going to do that. And then, let's see, that piece is as is, as is, as is. Oh, this one here. So this one we're not going to cut with the trimmer. We're going to cut that with scissors, some paper snips. So we'll set that aside for a minute. And then the other piece is actually a scrap. This is what you cut, or punch, I should say. This is what this gets punched out of. So you're going to cut that in half this way and then in half that way. And that way you develop 4 corners. Now it doesn't matter if it's even or not, but this is about 5 inches. So we would cut that at 2.5. And it's gonna bend and fold on you here, so hold it steady. And then this direction is a little under 4.5. So if you cut that at 2 and, sorry, I have a horse in my throat. 2 1/4, or a little under that. Again, not exact measurements. What we're doing is we're creating corner pieces. We're gonna use those for layering, okay? All right. Thanks, Carolyn. She goes, I'm happy to see you live. It's fun. It's fun because actually sometimes I catch comments and we can have a conversation. So thanks for commenting, Carolyn. Okay, so now we have 4 corners. And I think that's it. So I'm going to move the trimmer aside and I'm going to pull in this card base first, okay? Sorry, I'm gonna have a lot of mess on my desk as I'm doing this. So you're gonna see my arms go across a lot, moving things around. All right, so we're gonna start with this card base, the one that we trimmed off at the white line, and we're gonna take this piece in here, and we're gonna put some adhesive on the back side, and you can put it, you can pretty much put it all along the back side, but we're just gonna kind of take and do this left half over here. Should I zoom in again? We need to zoom in just a little bit. Cow's in my throat. Oh, Bonnie Ann, that's funny. I said I have a horse in my throat. You know how I get the little, so I said that, and she said, cows in your throat make you cough less. I love it. All right, so I just put adhesive on the left side of that, and I'm calling it the left. You know, you can flip it either way. But the side that has the most clumps of leaves, because this we're going to use on a different card. And I'm going to position that so that it doesn't have to be in the middle. It could be wherever you want, but I'm going to put it down here because I like to have things a little off balance. And we're going to set it right there. Now, don't worry about this because we're trimming that. So let's see if we can find my scissors in my hidden supplies on the desk. And we're going to trim that. It's just easier this way instead of guessing with your paper trimmer where to cut. You use the edge of your cardstock to cut. And we're not going to cut that leaf off because look at how cute that is sticking out like that. So now we're going to take one of the gold stickers, and it's this piece here. We're going to have lots of shine going on here. When you peel these up, if you can peel them without making those little inside pieces disappear with the sticker when you pull it up, you can use those for embellishments later, and I'll show you a trick for that. So there, we got that sticker completely off without all of that stuff coming with it on the inside. And then we'll just stick this down, and you don't want to stick it real hard because this piece is not going to stick. Instead, we're going to turn it into a non-sticker. So we're using an embossing buddy now. You know what? It is sunny here too. Sunny in Southern California, says Tanya. I think that's how you say your name. So we're taking the embossing buddy and we're pouncing on the back side, and what that's doing is it's releasing a powder that normally you use to kind of get rid of the oils from your fingers when you're going to emboss. It's like a pre-embossing thing. So hey, Nancy's with us too. Hi, Nancy. And what we're doing is we're just getting rid of that sticker look. And I don't know if that's straight or not. Oh, look at, I can peel it up a little bit. You know what, I'm not going to. This is just a sample. I didn't get it perfectly straight, but it's good enough, right? Okay, we're good with that. Now let's go ahead and do some stamping. So we're gonna bring in the Stays On ink. Stays On ink is a solvent-based ink. I don't recommend using solvent-based inks with the photopolymer. Photopolymer stamps are very porous, which is why you get that staining. And Stays On ink stains stamps automatically if you don't clean them off right away. So I have my cleaner and my mist off to the side so I can clean my stamps every time. But the solvent ink can stamp onto lots of different surfaces, and you tend to get a really, really black look with them. Plus, you can do watercoloring. Notice the images in the kit have a watercolored look, and there are stamps in the stamp set that if you wanted to, you could take and stamp with the StazOn and then bring in your water-based type inks, like a blender pen with an ink pad, or the watercolor pencils with a blender pen, or paintbrush, or whatever. You know, you can do the water-based stuff around it and get that similar look, which is why they're recommending the StazOn ink. But you could also just use the Memento Tuxedo Black or any black. All right, so the StazOn ink, and we're gonna grab this message. I didn't put my label on, but it's the one that says, "May the warmth of Christmas fill each corner of your heart and home." And we'll just stamp that right in the center. By the way, you have to forgive my hands. My my nails are needing a refresh, and then I've burnt my fingers a few times. Just clumsy with the curling iron. So yeah, I'm a little deformed today on the hands. That's okay. This is gonna get taped directly onto your card base, and we have to be careful to make sure that we get the adhesive just going through the middle, because we are going to have little areas that stick out and are exposed. You know what, we can make it look straighter by adjusting the words here, and then our gold sticker behind it won't look so messed up, right? See, now we don't have stickies on this side because we didn't put adhesive back here, and we got rid of the sticky on the sticker. And there is one card, done. Okay, next, let's set that one here. Okay, next let's go ahead and take and do the other one that was cut on that little section there, and we're gonna grab our other piece. So this piece here is going to get placed along here. Before I do that, hi Katerina. Before we do that, I am going to show you a sticker trick. So if you noticed in the supplies, I mentioned, oops, let's turn it this way, Glad Press and Seal. If you do not own this wonderful kitchen, handy dandy kitchen supply item, you should get it. It's like saran wrap or plastic wrap, but it has the ability to do some fun stuff for crafters, such as picking up stickers. Okay, so I have already made this little section of my sticker disappear from another card that I made. So I'm going to pull up and away this stuff because it's just going to get in the way. All right, you can save that, do that, you know, put that on another card if you want to. I already decided I'm not using it, so it is getting thrown away. But now what we do is we take this stuff, and let's zoom in just a little bit so you can see. You're going to press onto just the area that you want to pick up. Oops, I have to flip it the right way. Just the area that we're going to pick up. There is a stickiness to it, but it's not, it's a different kind of stickiness. I don't even know how to describe it. I use my bone folder along with this too, but I want to make sure that it's stretched in the right areas. And then on a hard surface, let's see here, let's grab my trimmer, because this is a little cushy, believe it or not. We're going to press, and we're going to rub those stickers into this press and seal plastic wrap. I guess you would call it plastic wrap. It's like a plastic wrap. I don't know if it's plastic, but I love it. All right, and then you're going to take your, this is the hard part. You're going to peel up. See, it doesn't always come with it. You're going to peel up your press and seal from your backing here. Let's see if we can do kind of a fold at the same time. Oh, it's coming. It's coming, you guys. This is awesome. And I'm only going to do it to this one card, but I'll show you finished samples where I did it in a few other spots with some of the other stickers. Okay, Yay, we did it. And I have it stuck to my fingers. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. And this piece here is going to go down. Oh, it's getting twisted on me. It's going to go down onto our card. And the great thing about this, it's like Post-it note paper or Post-it note stickiness. It is not super strong. So once it's down on your paper, the stickers are sticking, but the press and seal will easily remove. So we're just gonna give it a good rub to make sure that it's all pressed down and the stickers are stuck there. And then kind of peel it in a backward direction, you know, not straight up, but this way. And look at that, how fun. So now we have a nice glittery little embellishment on our card. And now we can add this. Oh, good. I'm glad that you liked that idea, you guys. Okay, so this piece here is going to go on to our card with this stuff sticking out. So we don't want it to be, you know, don't put the adhesive all the way to the end, just close to this area. And then again, I like to have it down lower, but you could have it in the middle, you could have it up high. And we just connected, oops, you can barely see that. We just connected the black edge of this to the black edge of the card. Okay, next is this little guy here, okay? We flipped it over because we don't see any vanilla on this card anymore. It's got a white inside, and so instead of using this side of it, I'm gonna use that side. And we are going to stamp the Hoping Beautiful Moments and Happy Memories message onto it. And that will go here. Hopefully we have that straight. We have a super sunny day here, by the way. Okay, not perfectly, oh, it's good enough. We have a really sunny day. It's Halloween. We're gonna have awesome weather tonight for the trick-or-treaters, which is great. It's odd. It's never nice at Halloween here in Minnesota. It's always like rainy or sleety or cold. So those wonderful children are gonna have fun going door to door. I think we might have to get more candy just in case we have more trick-or-treaters. Okay, so this piece just goes straight on like that. And I put it right, well, not completely right to the edge, but enough to the edge where you can see this fun little black embellishment too, because it's almost like it has kind of a little decorative piece to it there. So there's another card. Okay, let's go on to, and I'm cheating because I'm looking at my finished ones over here. Ooh, this one here. Okay, so now we're gonna use one of the vanilla card bases. We're gonna fold it in half, give it a good crease. And we're gonna take these two little pieces here and slather on the adhesive, stick it down to the bottom of your card, about 1/4 of an inch high. Now, if you want to, you can measure it. Okay, it's stuck down. I'm making lots of fun, non-straight mistakes today. That's okay. It's good enough. All right, that piece is on, and now we're gonna take one of these stickers here. And again, if you're really careful, you can use all of those insides on a future card. Oops, see? We weren't really careful on the end. That's okay. So now, get that onto my finger there. Now we're gonna put this right along the top of this area so it covers up the top of the red and goes edge to edge, and it's straight. Make sure it's straight. Because once you put the green on, the green will let you know if you didn't get it straight. Thanks, Lori, for sharing my broadcast. Yes, when you share and you comment that you share, you get entered into the prize drawing that we will have at the end, and again next week for anybody who missed the live. Okay. Yeah, that sticker is going to stay on my finger. Okay, we got it off. So there's that. And I missed a part, didn't I? Oh, shoot. That's okay. I'll show you another one that I did a little differently. So I was actually going to cut that sticker in half before I stuck it on. Oh, well. Now we take the Merry Christmas stamp and we stamp that down. Yes, I forgot. That's okay. That's okay. It still is going to look so pretty. And this gets stamped right across the top portion of the card parallel to the green. And then we can add some embellishments. I'm not going to add all the embellishments on each card for all of you, but this is where I would put some rhinestones. And again, I'll show you the finished cards that I did previously that have everything correct on them. But that's one card, and you could put and Happy New Year on the inside because there is a stamp that says and Happy New Year. Next one. All right, we're on card 4 of 8. This one's super simple, but we have to take and cut one of our card bases that comes in the kit. So this piece here is going to get cut at 4 inches on one side. Okay, so I'm bringing it to the 4-inch mark. 4 inches on the other side. Oh, there it is. And then we're going to turn one of them and cut that at 5 1/4. And the other one we're going to cut at 1 3/4. Okay, we're going to put this one aside for now. Okay, let's zoom back in. All right, here we go. Zoom back in. I don't know what I meant by that. I think I was thinking that we needed to zoom out. But we're okay, right? You guys can still see pretty well? I hope so. Grandy has 2 packs of these kits. You are going to make 40 cards if you want to. Maybe. I'm not, sorry, not 40, but 80. 80 if you do it my way, right? You could do 40 with the 2 kits, but 80 if you do it my way. All right, so now we take and we put snail adhesive on the back side. Thanks, everyone. I have lots of people saying that they're sharing this video, this broadcast. If you're sharing right now, you can actually get your friends to join in and watch it with you. And sometimes what's really funny is I see conversations going on between people that know each other. It's great. You guys crack me up. I love it. All right, now we're going to put dimensionals on the back side of this piece. This is a super simple card, and you could put any sentiment that you want on the inside of this one because it doesn't have to fit a label or whatever. And again, there's lots of sentiments that come with this stamp set, as you can see again. Okay, lots of choices. So this one I just put straight in the middle, just like that. Okay, so that one, except for the embellishments and the stamping of the words, is done. Let's move on to card number 5. Okay, this one uses this piece here and a vanilla base. So we're going to grab a vanilla card base and give it a good crease. All right, so this piece here gets put down first, and it goes right to the bottom of the card, okay? Thank you, Darlene. That was sweet of you to say. All right, so that gets put right down here like that. Now this piece is going to connect to it, but before we do that, we're going to put another gold sticker little accent in there, okay? So let's take one of our other stickers. Here we go. We need one of these. And this one's going to go, oh, you know what? We have to stick it to this piece. I lied. So we have to actually adhere it to this piece because we have to cut it to size. And now you could take and measure this and cut it beforehand, I suppose. I wasn't thinking about that. That's not something that came to my mind until just now. So I'll show you the hard way. All right, so you got your adhesive on the back, and then you will just take and go like this with it. And you can take and trim this up and save that for another time. And don't let it stick to your table. Okay, now we can flip this over, add a little bit more adhesive. This is the quickest way, everyone, to make your 40 Christmas cards per kit, 40 Christmas cards for Christmas, because these cards are beautiful. And you made them, so you're not lying when you say that you handmade your cards. Sure, the pieces aren't completely stamped and colored in by yourself, but okay. So then we would take and stamp this piece, and I chose the Comfort and Joy message for this one. And that just gets stamped in the center. Oh, I stamped it upside down, but it still works because it's on a circle. And then we add dimensionals onto that one. And you can really place this anywhere on this card, but I'll show you where I did it on my finished one. So I set it again, I like lower right for some reason. And then use the sentiments in the stamp to make sure that everything's level. You know, you want to be looking at those to make sure that they're parallel to the bottom line, to this line, to this line. Look at those. Okay, so that gets pressed on, and then some embellishments. Okay, all right, next card. I think we're on number 6. So we have 6, 7, 8 left. Okay, so this is where we bring in the trees. Pretty, pretty trees. And you know what? I'm going to stamp the insides of the cards first. So I'm bringing this one back. Some of you may have said, why do you have that put on your block that way? That's because I actually have to add our tree. So I'm putting a tree image on there. And then we'll take both of these 2 card bases. There we go. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I have to grab something before it disappears on me. It might disappear in my pile. So we're going to fold both of these card bases and make both of them at the same time. Oh, that one I already creased. Okay, so on the inside of this card, and this one you could really turn horizontally too if you wanted to. You could make it go either way. We're going to ink up both of these images at the same time because it's faster, and stamp that on the inside like that. And this one I'm going to do straighter. Like, hopefully. Oh yeah, they're both a little off, but that's okay. Again, this is the video where you can come and watch Rachel make everything off center. Okay, so unbalanced, not even. All right, next, what we're going to do is we're going to take the trees and we're going to take these corners. Let's move them out of the way. So we're going to flip the trees over, and we're going to put adhesive on all 4 sides here. Now, each corner has a partner. So if you look at these, and we really don't have to match them up right now the way that they were, but this is a corner that would match with like this corner, I think. No, sorry, with this corner. Do you see that? So we have a long, let me do that again. Oh, don't stick to my table. We have a long at the top and a long at the bottom, and then the shorter ends are on these 2 sides. So those 2 are a pair, and then these 2 are a pair. So you're not going to have the corner accent in the same spot on each of your trees. Does that make sense? I'm feeling a little unbalanced, Diane. All right, so now we just take and stick it like that. And now you have a little bit accent, a little black accent on the upper left corner of this one, and then it will be on the lower right corner of this one, like that. And on this piece, they will be opposite. Okay, so this one will be on the upper right corner instead of the upper left corner. And be careful with them because they do bend easily. Because they have little weak spots in them like this, you know, it's going to bend. So be careful. And then this one will be in the lower left. So they're opposites. I hope that's making sense to you. Oops, there we go. Okay, then you would put these on to your cards with dimensionals. The one that has a single dark treetop is the one where I added my star. So you get these fun little star stickers that are on a couple, they look like they're pieces that, I don't know, there's just a single little star sticker. And they go, I don't know where they go on the original cards. I don't know what I'm saying, but I think that sticker is for one of the cards in the original kit, and I didn't put it anywhere on my 4 original cards. But you would put that on the top of that single tree and make that one stand out. And then on this other one, which I paired up with the vanilla cardstock, you'll see I added some gold accenting on the outside. And again, I'll show you those when I'm done with these. So when you put your dimensionals down, make sure that you're kind of really putting them everywhere, because you have some pieces that are a little loose on the back, and you want to make sure that they're not going to fall apart with the, on you when you mail them out to people. Hey, for those of you that are photo card people, do you know that you can still make cards with your family photos, and you can do it the Stampin' Up! Way? Like, I mean, you know, decorate your card front, and then put your photo in here. There's a spot that never gets touched on the inside of cards. That's a perfect spot for a photo. And then when you hang them up, make sure that you put them like that so that people can open them up and see who they're from and go, oh, there's a picture of the family. So yeah, I have to zoom out a bit. This is really too close. There we go. All right, so now on this one, you would do the same way. You'd put it up on dimensionals, and then you'd put some stickers. And I did the stickers after. I'm actually going to show you that one really quick. This is what I did on this one. So I used the press and seal, and I added a line of stickers here and here. And those came from this card sticker, which we are going to use on the last card. So you can see all of those little inside pieces there. That's where I got those from. Okay, so now we're going to cover that back up, and I'll show you that again at the end. All right, the last card, the 8th one, is with this card base that we've already scored. We're going to stamp the little banner, and we're going to do the white side of it. We're going to stamp that with Merry Christmas. And I think on my original, yeah, I stamped it this way, but you could have it go this way. In fact, I'm going to do that. So let's take and stamp that. Now I'm going to bring my head in a little bit closer here because I want to make sure it fits on the sticker. Okay. And again, I did it on the white side. There we go. There's that piece. Now we need one of these stickers that I just pulled over here. We need one of these. These are going to be hard ones to get off. Oh, no, it was just that one little section. Oh, well. Okay, so there's that, and that's going to line up with your line that's on your card. You're going to go right underneath it, like that. So you're using the guidelines to put your sticker down. This piece is going to go here, just like it does on the main card that I showed you, but you're only going to put adhesive below the score line. So you can put it directly onto this piece here. If you want to put some on there, you can, but don't go high with the adhesive on there. Thank you, Karen. All right, so when you put this on, you'll want to make sure that the edges still line up with the top of the card, like that. So when it's folded flat in the envelope, it looks like this, and then when you open it up, we're going to make a little easel card. So that's where these guys come in. And 3 across this little banner piece I think is ideal because it's a long one. Thanks, Jean. Ooh, I like Tanya's idea. She sprays her poinsettias with alcohol and glitter paint. So the glitter, the glimmer paint that's in the holiday catalog right now, so that they're really shimmery. Yes, you put that in a spritzer. So we have these spritzers that you can buy. You can fill them with water or rubbing alcohol, and rubbing alcohol dries quicker, so that's why everyone says alcohol. And after you do that, I have to tell you something before I stick this down. After you do that, you put a little drop of those glimmer paint colors in there, and you shake it, and you spritz it on your projects, and it just makes this beautiful shine. It's awesome. So what I did, because I forgot to do it again, what I was going to do is take this and fold this over like that before I stuck this piece on, and use this fold as a guide, but I forgot. So I cut a piece that is the size of that section, and I'm just going to lay it in here like that. It's just a scrap piece of cardstock, and now I can lay this on here, and it actually will help make everything line, get put in there parallel to the bottom and the top edge of the card. So that's going to go like that. Cool, huh? So now let me show you the finished ones, the ones that have all the decorations on them. Okay? I hope that those of you that are joining in later and you didn't hear me will say hello, tell me where you're from. When you comment, you get entered into the prize drawing, and I actually do 2 prize drawings. I'll do one live today, and then I do another one, or I will do another one next week. So we're drawing for one of the prize winners from last week's video this time. Okay, here they are. So this is the finished card of that one. Hopefully we can get these all on the table. I'm going to get my face out of here too. Press and seal on my hands. Okay, so there's that one. And I would pair that up with a green striped envelope. There's this one here, which I paired up with a white envelope. This one is paired up with a red striped envelope, and you can see I added the little rhinestones on this card and this card here. These are the green rhinestones, so it comes with green and like a yellowy gold one. Do you notice this here? That has a gold stripe across the top. That's because I actually cut this in half before I stuck it down. I forgot to do that on the one I was showing you. Sorry. This one I would pair up with the white envelope, and again some more green accents on it, and then I put one of the messages on the inside. I feel like it's so dark. I hope it's not dark to you guys. Maybe it's just dark to me because we have so much light coming through my window today. And this card here, I added some gold rhinestones to it, and that I paired up with the red striped envelope from the kit. And let's see, let's put that one here. And then here's one of my white based one with the tree and the star. And that's just with one of the white envelopes. And this one I paired up with a green striped envelope from the kit. And you already saw that one. Yep. And then this one here I paired up with a white envelope. I put some of the gold accents on the inside of the card, but that's the same otherwise. So there are the finished cards. So you get, normally you'd have 4 cards with this kit, these right here, right? But if you take and add extra cardstock and envelopes, you can double your kit cards, and they still, I think, look stunning. So yes, so that's a great way to get your Christmas cards done this year. They're super quick. We made 8 just like that. And if you do them assembly line fashion, you can whip those cards out a lot faster. So let's go ahead and draw some winners. The lighting's perfect. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate you chiming in to let me know. All right, we're gonna switch to the computer, and I'm gonna show you on my Facebook page. The last video was right here, and that was last week. And so I'm gonna take the URL, which you copy by, copying the date. We're gonna copy that, and we're gonna go into a site called Comment Picker. I've already logged in with Facebook. I'm gonna go ahead and enter my URL for that right in here, and click the find sign. It's going to find it. We have, let's see, 219 unique commenters. There were 219 of you that viewed that, thank you, and commented. And now we're going to click start, and this is for last week's prize. So let me just hang on a minute. I have to show you, I'm not going to show you there. I'm going to show you here. Okay, so this is last week's prize, and we have one more set, one more bundle. Now, if you are someone that lives overseas, you're not in the US or whatever, I can't send you product, but I can send you a hand-stamped card. So if I draw a winner and you're from another country, I will mail you a card. And I'll pick another winner to get this, okay? So here we go. Let's go back to the computer. This is for last week's, remember? So if you're still on this week's video with me right now, you can still comment and get in on this week's. So Twyla Bell is the winner of our product for last week's video. And for this week, what are we drawing for prizes, Rachel? Where are they? Here they are. Okay, for this week, you're going to win either, well, actually, you're going to win, hang on, I got a mess on my table. Oh, you guys didn't even get to see the, hang on. There we go. There's Twyla. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my desk, and we'll get this right. We'll eventually get this right. So here's a pack of envelopes, Whisper White envelopes, and a sheet of dimensionals. These come from a paper pumpkin kit. They're a little bit different than our normal dimensionals, but you get a whole sheet of them, and they're awesome. So that is the prize that we're drawing for today and next week for anybody who comments on this video within a week's time, okay? So actually you get 2 weeks time, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So let's go ahead and switch back to the computer, and we're going to put in the URL from this broadcast. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to refresh my screen. So this is my site that you guys are all on right now. And this worked last week, so I'm hoping it works again this week. So I'm going to take my video that is going on right now. It's going to come up any second. And let's see here. We're going to grab the URL from that right now, okay? All right, hopefully you guys got in on that. Now we're going to go to this screen and we're going to type that URL in, or copy and paste it. Click find. I wonder how many unique commenters. Oh, 105 of you are live with me right now. Oh, that's so exciting. Okay, now I'm going to keep the computer on the screen here so you can see. And we're going to click the start button. And the first winner is going to be Barbara. Oh my gosh, Barbara, you have a long name. Barbara Abbott, Christopher Dahmen. Congratulations, Barbara. So I'm going to go ahead. In fact, I'm going to click on your name right now so I remember to get in touch with you. You are the winner of a pack of envelopes and a pack of a little sheet of dimensionals. So yay, congrats to you. I'm not going to join you guys next week. Hopefully you won't join me because I'm going to be in Orlando. So don't tune in next week. Stampin' Up! Is having one of their conferences. We call them on stage, or in the past we've called them conventions. And that is happening next week, where we get to see lots of new product. Make sure you're watching my blog and you're on social media so you can see all the fun things that are coming. Just know that the following week I will bring some fun ideas to you again. So November 14th? Yes, November 14th at 11 a.m. Central Time. Also, on this video, I pre-wrote it out, my little descriptor thing that I'm going to add to this video after I'm done broadcasting. And it will have in there right away, soon after, not like a day after, but it will have a link to the holiday catalog where you can get this kit, annual catalog, and to my online store. If you have not watched my videos before, you can either go to stampyourartout.com and click the shop button there, or you can click the shop button here on my Facebook page at Stamp Your Art Out with Rachel, and it will take you to my online store where you can make a purchase. Now, if you already have a demonstrator or you are a demonstrator, please purchase from them or yourself. All right. So thank you, everyone. Thank you all for joining me. Now I'd like you all to go and stamp your art out. Bye-bye.